It's going to be a sunny weekend. Temperatures well up into above 20. But if you're planning to get into the garden this warm weather, would you consider wearing no clothes? Not just very little clothes, no clothes, because tomorrow British Naturism are encourage people to bear all for what is called the Great British Takeoff, and they're trying to do that to raise money for the British Heart Foundation, because lots of people apparently are just loving getting their kit off and being more comfortable being
they've had a huge
natural
rise, can I say, in the membership.
That's a very unfortunate...
100% of people now joining a naturist society.
Let's speak to people involved in all of this. Pam Fraser, friend of the programme, who Ruth and I have met before, and she is an ambassador for British Naturists. Pam, hello there.
Hi, Pam.
Good morning to you, Pam.
Hi, you okay?
Yes, Pam, we're okay. Now, Pam, Ruth was saying there that more and more people are being more accepting of this during lockdown. Lockdown's been good for business then?
Do you know, it's been amazing. I think for a lot of people, naturism does start at home. And obviously with everyone being stuck at home, they're just kind of finding out that they're able to embrace their own bodies and like the nudity and the freedom that comes along with that. Obviously, there's no sort of like rush getting ready and commute to work. So people might take that extra time in the morning to just snip and go and get a coffee, whether they're in pyjamas or if they wear nothing for bed. But, you know, it just kind of thinks, oh, yeah, I've got a bit more extra time, and they can kind of do all those things. A lot of people are, you know, not dressed in their normal work attire. And some people are even going to work in the nude, but they're working from home.
Yeah, but let me just hold on there. There you are, Pam, you're in the kitchen, right? You're not going to go down and fry the bacon and eggs, really, are you, with nothing on? Spitting. Fat.
So I actually do the cooking session that we do for British Naturism. So we've got loads of online sessions, and I do the cooking one, and I do it just like this.
So all your members can watch your cooking sessions, and they're all in the nude as well, joining in with the cooking. What else do you do on Zoom? Because obviously, normally, you'd run events, wouldn't you? And people would come along to there, including new members. So what are you doing for everybody, particularly the new people?
So we've got lots that are going on. We've tried to cater for pretty much everyone. We've got discussion sessions, there's fitness classes, meditation. Yoga has been really popular. We actually hold 3 sessions a week on that.
Yoga in the nude. Yoga in the nude. I'm just trying to picture that. Yeah.
Well, obviously, in your own privacy of your own home as well. So it does kind of make it comfortable for a lot of people, for them to try naturism, because being in your own comfort zone, being in your own house, and obviously just like this, I know obviously I'm not afraid of being nude at all, but the strategic places of where you put your camera do then at least give you the ability to show as little or as much as you would like to show.
But even if you do show as much, Pam, you are of the belief that you're not breaking any law. I mean, you believe you could walk down the high street, for instance, with no clothes on, and you wouldn't be breaking any laws. Explain that one to me.
So we have with the College of Policing to have naturism known as a lifestyle choice. So it does mean that we can go and roam and wander anywhere. You know, like I said to you last time, I still personally wouldn't walk down the high street, as you know, I wouldn't be able to go any shops, so it wouldn't really make any difference for me to go there. It's not going to get me anything. Whereas being able to just go for a walk in the countryside, or even be able to hang around in my back garden in the nude, it just makes me have that free time and that liberation.
OK. Now, I mean, obviously there is a serious message behind all of this. You believe very much in what you do. You believe it's good for your health. You believe it's good for your mental health as well. The takeoff will help the British Heart Foundation. What would you say to first-timers? What do you say, you know, to maybe a couple who haven't tried this before, who maybe, you know, are more advanced in years and have a decent back garden?
Everything's not where it used to be.
One of them doesn't do Zoom, the other one does. But what would you say to people who would maybe be tempted to get involved in all of this?
So obviously this weekend we are opening to all for everything. there is the fitness class at 10, a yoga at 12, and then at 2 o'clock we're doing PIMS on the lawn. Now, if you didn't want to actually join in on the Zoom session and kind of like have other people to socialise with, just try and embrace it anyway. Why not? It's not going to be a thing for you to do. And to be honest, I think the nicest thing about it, as you were saying, bodies aren't always going to be the way they were when that was when I hit the point of being peak. But it changes, and that's absolutely fine. I mean, my weight fluctuates all of the time, but the nice thing about it is that it's a welcoming, positive environment. And I think being nude an awful lot, you do kind of learn to appreciate your body, especially, when we do push it, trying to do different activities. So, it needs time to heal. It needs time to kind of rejuvenate. But loving your body at no matter what stage it's at is really important. And that is so good for your self-esteem, body positivity, and sort of mental health as well, because we do put a lot of pressures on ourselves.
Listen, just checking, what time is the Zoom yoga at?
The Zoom yoga at 12.
12, OK.
But do you have to be a member, Pam? Because otherwise, are you not just going to get lots of people just tuning in to have a good look? So
the Great British Takeoff on Saturday is open to all. And as you said, we are trying to make sure that we generate some money for our charity, the British Heart Foundation. So we aren't exactly worried about anybody sort of being there to watch. We do have safeguarding put in place as we would at any event. So if there was someone to watch the fitness or the yoga, they would actually be sort of signed off by our safeguarding team.
Okay.
And as I said before, if you're all sort of doing the fitness and the yoga, you're not actually looking at the screen. You tend to watch either Roy or Georgia because they're giving all the instructions.
Okay. Is that Georgia who we've got lined up now? Is that the same Georgia?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, let's go to Georgia. Let's go to Georgia. Georgia's 25 and she's there with her boyfriend, Luke, who's 23.
Morning.
And very good. Very good to see more of you than we expected. Very good. So guys, this is amazing. Look, you came from a family of naturists. Georgia, why were you converted?
I think that when me and Luke got together, it was quite quickly clear that he was into naturism, and I just thought, why not? There's no reason to not give it a go. I knew I'd like it anyway, so it wasn't really a big deal. But yeah, I think it's just a good thing to do, especially together. It's just nice.
So Luke, how quickly, because you've been together how long now?
18 months.
18 months. So when you met Georgia, how quickly did you tell her that you like to be naked?
I think I made her aware of it pretty quickly. It's something that I've been getting into over the past few years, going to more events and festivals, just being around people involved in naturism. And, it's one of those things, the more you do it, the more comfortable you become, the less out of your comfort zone you are, and there's a lot of benefits you get from it.
Eamonn mentioned that your dad, who's a naturist, you grew up with that, but you were saying at the time you were maybe slightly embarrassed by it, you didn't really join in, but then you and your band went and did a gig. So tell us about that. This is how you ended up thinking, actually, this might be quite a good thing.
That is what happened. So, yeah, I play in a band. We got hired to play at an event, a naturism event, and we walked in, and it was obviously pretty funny, being young people, especially. At first you're like, wow, well, this is different. By the end of the night, you realise that, everyone's just accepting each other, happy with their bodies, positive about it. By the end, you feel like the weird one for having your clothes on. So, I was converted by the end of that night, really, and I've gone to more and more events since.
And the events that you've got planned, George and Luke, this weekend, there's going to be naked quizzes, naked baking, naked drinks. Would you urge, or what would you say to anyone who would feel maybe this is for me? What would you say to them?
I think that being at home at the moment, it's a great, just safe environment to try it in if anyone's worried about other people. And I think my advice is just give it a go. There's nothing, you're not going to lose anything. maybe your clothes, obviously, but there's nothing to lose. I think there's just only things to gain in terms of confidence and just accepting yourself and your body.
Yeah, it's interesting you talk about body positivity, because that is a huge problem for so many people. And I think now, particularly with social media, everybody's posting,
everybody
airbrushed pictures and photoshopped, and it's not real. So, Georgia, do you feel better about, I mean, I don't know how you felt about your body before, but do you feel more confident because you see everybody is so different and there's no such thing as the perfect body?
Yeah, I definitely do. I remember when I went to my first event, and you just have this bit of a wake-up call that actually all of the things you see on social media, that's not real life. People want you to think it's real life, and then obviously it can get you down. But once you see that every single body looks different and they're all great, I think that's a really good thing, really positive.
And guys, thank you very much indeed. Good luck. Pam, just finally with you, if you want to take part in all of this, how do people sign up?
So you just need to go to bnevents.co.uk and look for the online drop-down button, and it will be on there. And it's called The Great British Takeoff. And we're very excited and very welcome for everyone to come and get involved.
So BN stands for British Naturists. OK.
Pam,
thank you. Thank you, Pam. Nice seeing you again. Thank you, Georgia and Luke as well.